Hey guys, welcome to the Deep Breaths and Happiness podcast. My name is Cassie, also known as Wildflower Tea, over on my main channel. You can find it and all of my socials in the description of every single one of these videos. This is not the normal podcast setup, and I know this is probably a really weird introduction video to a podcast channel, but I've been doing a lot of thinking on how I want to run this channel and the way I want to do things over here. And as a lot of you may know, if you are from my main channel, if you've ever caught a live stream or heard me talk about it, I am a perfectionist. I want things to be as perfect as possible. I overthink everything to like a crazy extreme level, and the podcast has been no exception. Hence, one of the biggest reasons why I haven't even uploaded the first episode, which is absolutely insane. And with the help from some of you guys, plus just taking advice from others, I realized, I want to do things different over here. So although I do want it to be a podcast, and I have an awesome setup for the podcast, you guys, like props, backdrop, the whole 9 yards. I also want to be extremely real with you guys and transparent and just have conversations like today where we're just sitting down. One of the biggest reasons I wanted to start this channel was because I wanted to have a place where we could just talk. And I've kind of been in my head really bad about that because I am a perfectionist. So I feel like, no, if I want to do something, I need to have all this like setup, and I need to have my mic on and have an awesome backdrop and all of that. And we will have episodes that are just like that. Okay, I do enjoy doing things that way, and I love really putting in creativity and thought into my content. But with that being said, I also want to just be real with you guys and have conversations that are unscripted, unfiltered, and just kind of last minute, I guess you could say. So that's what today is, and we're just going to kind of see where it takes us. Before I get deep into today's conversation, I do just want to say a massive thank you to everyone watching this video right now. I really appreciate you guys. I know there's a great deal of you that are here from my main channel. I really do appreciate the extended support, and if this is your first time seeing me, you're in for a ride, let me tell you, because I'm a whole mess, and I am going to try to not edit so much and take a lot of stuff out because I want you guys to get a good feel of me and how I kind of go through things and process things and how I really am without the edits, without all of that. So as so many of you know, we are right here at the holidays. It is almost Christmas time, and I thought it would be the perfect time to talk about crippling anxiety and how to push through crippling anxiety at the holidays. Because from my own personal experience, when it's close to the holidays, it can be 10 times more difficult to deal with your anxiety if you are someone who struggles with anxiety than it is any other time of the year. And don't get me wrong, I struggle with my anxiety on a daily basis, but it is very much heightened towards the holidays. And when Christmas is around the corner, I'm a mother, I have 3 children, and they are all under the age of 9. So it can be very, very difficult. I do overthink a great deal of things. My kids always have a wonderful Christmas, and to be quite honest, Christmas is not about the presents. We all know that. But as a mom, I think we all kind of worry and stress and want to make sure that our kids get the best. I'm very much a mother who doesn't get to splurge on the kids throughout the year like I'd like to. And although they do have what they need, I'm not able to get them what they want a great deal of times. So Christmas time is like that one time a year where we can just put it all aside, and get them the things that they want. I always really put in a lot of thought on whatever I get the kids. And on top of that, it's been a rough year. I think it's been a rough year for all of us. And financially, it's been a struggle. And although this year we are in a much better place than we were last year financially, it's still been a struggle. And every year I always say, we're going to start Christmas shopping in October. That way, by the time December's here, we're done. We don't got to worry about it, And then I remember in November, at the beginning of November of this year, we still hadn't started, and I was already starting to stress about that, which I know may seem so silly to some of you, and I get it. Trust me, I do. I know it's a very minute and stupid thing to stress about, but someone who already has crippling anxiety, and then on top of that, you overthink everything. Trust me, everything in life is a challenge, and that's just me being real. So at the beginning of November, I had seen on TV a lot of news stations, the local news, everywhere was talking about if you don't get your Christmas shopping started, there's not going to be anything left on the shelves by Christmas time. Come December, everything's going to be gone. Shipments aren't coming in. Everything's delayed. So you need to do your Christmas shopping now. And I kind of went into freak out mode and really started like talking to my husband about it and saying, hey, this is serious. It's all over the news. It's all over everything. And I do want to just say, me and my husband, we've been together for almost 13 years. We're going to be celebrating our 13-year anniversary in June, actually, which is just bonkers to me. But we're very much different, and we level each other out on a whole nother level. He is so calm and conservative and just really collective. He doesn't stress and worry. And even when he does, he doesn't let it show. And me, on the other hand, I very much am a dramatic person. I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve, very emotional. And you can tell how I feel because it's written all over my face. I don't even have to say it out loud. A couple of years ago, when my anxiety really first surfaced, I learned very quickly that holding things inside does me no service whatsoever. It actually makes things 10 times worse. So I'm not really one to like hold stuff in, and if I'm feeling some type of way, I have to let it out. No matter what it is, whether it's towards a specific person or situation, I have to tell that specific person what's going through my mind or how I feel, because I'm not the kind of person that does really well with like keeping it in and just letting it pile up, because once I do explode, it's not good. It's not good for my mental health. It's not good for my physical health. And it's not good for anyone else either. I started talking to him about it in November, and he kept telling me, don't stress, honey. It's okay. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out. And it always does. That I can say. It does always work out. But in the moment, you can really psych yourself up and be really stressed out when you have anxiety. And I fight with myself so badly too, because I'm like, okay, you're overreacting, Cassie. You don't need to be stressed out to this extent. It's doing you no good. Everything's going to work out. It always does. And even though like I know that in my head, there's a part of me that just doesn't accept that. It doesn't accept that. So a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, then here we are, the end of November, it's Thanksgiving, we're spending time as a family, and still we have not started Christmas shopping. Life's been busy, okay? Life's been insanely busy for me, for my husband, for our kids. We've had so many things happen just in the last couple of months that it's absolutely insane. I just realized, like, to some people listening to this, it can probably sound like I'm being very entitled, or maybe just making a mountain out of a molehill. I've heard that so much in my life. Oh, you're just snowballing things. You're just making a mountain out of a molehill. Calm down, calm down. And you guys, I wish so badly in my heart that I could. I wish that my mind would allow me to just chill and be cool and don't worry about things. But unfortunately, since a very young age, that's not been possible for me. Last night, I think was December 9th, and we were finally able to go and get some Christmas shopping done. We didn't have a great deal of money, but we were able to at least get started, which I was so grateful for. Something else that happens whenever I do go shopping for them, you know, I see all of this stuff I want to get them, things that I believe they do deserve, because I really do have good kids and they do not ever ask for anything, and that's not a lie. I know people are constantly like hyping up their kids to be so amazing, but honestly, my children do not ask for things. Very seldomly do they want something or, you know, beg for something, because we've had really hard times in our life, and that's the truth. And, you know, there was times where I didn't know how I was going to feed them at night time or what I was going to do the next day. And just recently, within the last couple of years, we've been able to get to a place where we didn't have to worry about those things as much, but we still have moments, you know. And I think people don't talk about that and the struggles of being a parent, being a family that does live in poverty, because we do. We're on one set income outside of my YouTube money. And of course, the stimulus check this year has helped a great deal, let me just say. But even with all of that, we barely make enough for a family of 4, and we're a family of 5. So it can just be really, really stressful. And I know when you talk about financials on social media, people really like to weigh in on their opinions and be very judgmental. And that may happen on this video. And I know that that is definitely something that could happen, but I'm just trying to be real with you guys. So my point is financially, we're always kind of struggling. And that's why when it comes to Christmas, I really always do want to get started so early. And it seems like pulling my hair out to get my husband on board with me. And yeah, even though it always works out in the end and the kids are so happy with everything they get and they're just so grateful, it's still stressful and it puts my anxiety through the roof, you guys. It really does. Last night, after we got back from Christmas shopping, I was really not in a good headspace. Like I said, when I got there, I seen all of these things that I wanted to get my kids that I knew they would love and I knew that they would enjoy it. And I wanted so badly to be able to get so many different things for them, but we were on a set budget and we just weren't able to. And I don't know, for some reason, even after all these years, I've been a mother for 8 years, but it never gets any easier when you want to so badly do something for your kids and you think in your heart, they deserve it. They've been so good. It's been a hard year. You just want to get them this thing. And yeah, materialistic things don't matter. And that is how we raise our family. That's how we live, because it's the truth. But it can still sting really bad as a mother or a father when you cannot afford to get your kids nice things. I know it can sound so stupid and so just a silly thing to even stress about. But for me, I do. I think that it's so important to raise your kids to just be grateful for what you have. And I try so hard to instill that in my kids, because as they grow up, I want them to be grateful for everything and not take anything for granted. But life is hard. It really is. As much as we do try not to talk about finances in front of the kids or stress out about finances in front of the kids, it does happen. It does. And the kids see that, and the kids know, especially my 8-year-old, he knows. He knows a lot of times when he wants to get something and we just can't afford it, he doesn't even ask. And it's heartbreaking, as a mother, it's heartbreaking. I do know there's a lot of families that struggle at the holidays. And I know if it's difficult for me as someone who is able to even get my kids a little bit of something, I can only imagine how difficult it is for families that can't get their kids anything. So I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk about it just to let you guys know you're not alone. I mean, honestly, it's really, really easy to feel like you're all alone. And even especially when it's something like this, where maybe people on the outside looking in may think it's such a silly thing. I think it's important people know they're not alone. And so, yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to sit down and talk about this. Tonight, we're actually going to be finally decorating the tree and putting up decorations and doing the whole 9 yards, which I love. It's my favorite part of Christmas, just doing these little traditional things with my family. It's crazy because every year I say we're going to get a head start on everything. Come December, we're going to have everything out, and life just gets so busy and so crazy, especially when you have kids, and having multiple kids, it makes it even more hectic and crazy. So we're literally just now getting in the spirit, in the mood for the holidays, and really trying to make these memories with our kids. And it can just be a lot, we ended up having to push back all of our bills until the end of the month when my check comes in. And I am so grateful that this month my check is going to be really, really good from YouTube. And I'm so grateful for that. To everyone who does support me and show me support, when I say that I really cannot express how much it means, like, you guys have no idea. It really does mean so much to have so many people out there listen to what I have to say and listen to me ramble on about reality TV gossip or, honestly, anything. And it means so much. It has helped my family so much, and it is something I really enjoy doing. I've made some incredible connections with amazing creators and just other viewers, people in general, and it's been an amazing experience. But this last month has been a struggle bus, you guys, not just in my personal life, but also, as a content creator. It's been rough, y'all. So I've just been trying to unwind and get back to a good place. And, I've had so many people wanting to know, when's the podcast coming? I'm so excited for the podcast. When's it coming? When's it coming? And I wanted to do this video. I know this is a really weird introduction video, and I apologize for that, but I did want to come on here and just kind of talk with you guys for a minute and let you know it is coming. New Year is right around the corner, and I am excited to say that I have everything ready to go. I just need to get out of my own head and stop standing in my own way, which I do really bad. That is gonna stop. It's stopping today. That's why I wanted to do this video. There's a lot of reasons why I wanted to do this video, to be honest, and I'm sure it's all over the place, and I apologize for that. I really do. And when it comes to this channel, you guys, it is definitely going to be a process. Like I said before, we are going to have awesome podcast episodes, set up the whole 9 yards, having big conversations about real life stuff. But then there will be times where I'll throw things in like this, where it's just honestly word vomit, and hopefully you guys can figure out what I'm trying to say from it. For anyone out there struggling right now through the holidays for whatever reason, whether it's you're anxious or you're depressed or whatever it is, just know that you're not alone. There are so many of us out here also struggling right now with many different things, and you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. I'm hoping that we can push through together. And with me doing these kind of videos, hopefully someone out there will see it and realize, hey, I'm not alone. Because you're not, and you're awesome, and you deserve happiness, and you need to stop being so hard on yourself. I think it's really important too, whether you're a parent or you're single or, whatever it is, take time out for yourself. When you can feel that you're getting overwhelmed and you can feel it, because, it's one of those things where you feel it. When enough is enough. When your body has just had enough and it's clocking out and it has no more to give. When you get to that moment, you have to make sure to take care of yourself. You can't push through that. You can't hold stuff in. It's not good for you. It's not good for anyone around you, but most importantly, for you and your mental health, your well-being, your physical health. It's not good. As hard as it is to do, I think it is important to just let go. And that is what I'm trying to do so hard right now, you guys. Just let go and have faith that everything is going to work out according to plan. Everything is going to be as it should be, and I have to have faith in that, because honestly it's the only thing getting me through right now. For anyone out there who doesn't understand where I'm coming from or does think that I'm being just too much and all of that, man, I would love to be you. Honestly, I would love to switch with you, because I am my own worst enemy, okay? And it's something I'm actively working on and trying so hard through counseling and just learning and growing as a person to learn how to deal with it, because it is really difficult when you're your own worst enemy. It's rough. It's rough stuff. Stay tuned, because awesome things are going to happen over here. I am so positive of that. I know that there's going to be some amazing conversations, special guests, people you may already know. And I'm just so excited for it. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you once again for taking the time out to sit down with me and just chit chat. For anyone else out there who may also struggle with anxiety through the holidays or any time, let me know how you overcome it in the comments down below. Any techniques you may have, any type of advice you may have, let me know in the comments. I will be forever grateful for it because, like I said, sometimes it can be really difficult, and I know that I'm not alone in that. Not only could it help me, but it could also help someone else get through another day. Sometimes, y'all already know, sometimes that's all you can hope for is to get through just another day, just one more day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, wonderful week, whatever time it is when you're watching this. And yeah, until the next time, bye.